This is from my earlier days in Wenzhou City. Oh, you know, I had sex with a lot of hookers because in China they're very, very cheap and they're very hot. Like over here, you're gonna pay like $200 a pop for some crackhead, some drug addict. Over there, like the girls aren't drug addicts. They're hot young girls from the countryside that got tricked into going in the city. Some knew what they were getting into when they left the countryside. Some of them didn't. They just got tricked and indebted when they got into the city. But they're all pretty damn hot, and it's about $14, a pop, basically. Like however long it takes. Like the rule of thumb over there is like until you nut. You know what I mean? You go as long as you. I mean, obviously, you can't like bang her for 2 hours. You'll probably get try to ask for more money. Well, it depends on the type of dude you are. If you look like the type that they can, try to take advantage of that kind of stuff, then they'll do it, of course. But usually, $14 a pop, and they're hot as hell, and there's a lot of them. It's not like over here, and it's in your face. It's technically illegal, but they like it's out in the open everywhere. Like, and they have crackdowns sometimes, but everybody does it. Like all young men do that kind of thing. Um, Not all young men, but it's more prevalent than over here. But anyways, in my younger days, back in 2000, it was 2011 or 2012, I had these two Turkish friends. I'm not gonna say his name on here, but this guy was he's from Turkey and he was a 50-year-old man. He had a hot like girlfriend. She was a yoga instructor at a gym, but he also liked to fuck. Like he'd been married. He had like three sons, and like he was from a wealthy family. His father was one of the top 10 bankers in in Turkey. He got like an English education over in England, so he spoke English like with a very like he didn't speak like some Turk. Like he was a but he was over there doing business, and he made about $3 million a year with a tiny little business just selling steel. He had one client, um, an ex-army buddy. That the Turks got to do their service or whatever. Their An ex-army buddy, rich guy, would buy all his product, like $3 million worth of steel. He would earn about $3 million profit a year. But he was my good friend in this area because there wasn't many foreigners, so like you find each other. And anyways, what we would do, me, Mr. Ali, okay, I said his name, Ali, and his son, I'm gonna use a different name for his son. Fuck it, Beck. His name was Beck. His son's name was Beck. But anyways, this guy, we would go every weekend. We'd usually go into the city. Like we lived in the outs. Like we lived in a district under like two tunnels of mountains. It was a urban, but it wasn't the center of the city. But we'd usually like spend the 2 nights in hotels out in the city. We'd go brothel hopping, and we'd start out at a place. It's like Dafeiji place. Dafeiji is like beat the airplane, means masturbation place. So like this place, you go in, it's like legit. Like they give you a bracelet, kind of like a spa. You change your clothes, you shower, you give them all your clothes. They give you slippers and a bracelet, and you go and shower in the bottom part. Then you go to the upstairs into a room, and a girl will come in, and if you don't like her, you can send her away and have a different one come in. And basically it's like they'll jerk you off, but you can like finger them, you can grab their tits, and it's nice. It's like our warm-up place. We'd usually go to this place and hang out, and then we'd go to the brothels and like bang hookers after this. But we'd pop like one, two, three places a night after that. But we'd always start at this place. We always enjoyed starting the night early at this place. Me and him and his son. But anyways, I remember one night, me, Ali, and Beck, like we're all in rooms up after we'd had our showers. We're up, like you walk around in these pajamas that they give you, and then when you leave, like after the girls get you off, they scan your bracelet. But And then when you leave, you turn in the bracelet, and then they see how much money you racked up on it. You pay, and then you leave. Um, but anyways, I remember one night I was in a room like they were across the hall from each other. We were all in like the same area, on the same floor and everything. And I remember Beck. He was like a year younger than me, and I was like 23. Beck was in there, and he had gotten. I guess he's very excited because like the girl liked him. Sometimes they like you and they give you free shit. Like they'll do more. Like they'll give you a blow job or whatever. They're not like that's not really. It's just like a jerk off place or whatever. But anyways, Beck had gotten off like 3 times, and he comes knocking on the door, and he say, "Baba, Baba, she got me off 3 times. She made me come 3 times." He's all happy to tell his father. His father comes out. And he said, "Do not ever call me Baba in this place." But yeah, man, I had a lot of good times over there in China. It's a different world over there than the West. And a young man, it's like a kid being a kid in a candy store, and not just hookers, like just girls, 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 girls. But yeah, I had me some good times.